In order to analyze globalization, one needs to also understand global stratification. So in this session, we will be talking about the theories of global stratification, and the learning outcomes for this lesson includes the following. First, that you learn to differentiate the meaning of global stratification from global inequality. You are also expected to analyze the main theories of global stratification, which should be discussed in this lesson. Another one is to apply these theories of global stratification to the Philippine situation. And lastly, you are expected to take a stand on the causes of social inequality in our country. So, what is global stratification? Countries around the world are hierarchically arranged based on three factors: based on resources, based on status, and lastly, based on power. These arrangements of nations on a global scale is now what we call global stratification. Conversely, global inequality is the unequal distribution of these factors. So, basically, global inequality is the result of global stratification. So, what are the theories of global stratification? First, there are so many viewpoints of why global stratification exists. But we will be discussing three theories, which includes the following. First is the Modernization Theory, Dependency Theory, and the World System Theory. So what is Modernization Theory? Well, Modernization Theory points out that the development of wealthy nations is attributed to the correct values. It is attributed to their culture. It is because of the beliefs and values and practices of its people. These cultural traits includes their willingness to work hard, their willingness to abandon tradition in favor of new ways of thinking and doing things, and also that they learn to adapt a future orientation rather than focusing on maintaining the present condition. The second theory is dependency theory. Dependency theory gives us the assumption that the rich countries exploited the less developed one and used them for cheap labor. Further, they would sell their products to their colonized countries. This wealthy nation would compel their colonized countries to borrow money from them. So therefore, they are indebted to these powerful and rich countries. The result of this exploitation of wealthy nation is a hindrance to the development of poor or less developed nations. The third and last theory of global stratification is suggested by Wallerstein, and he believed that there are three divisions of countries, which includes the core countries. The core countries like the United States, Japan, Australia, Germany, these are countries which are characterized by high level of industrialization and of capitalism. The second category that he proposed is the semi-peripheral countries, which are less developed compared to the core countries. Example of these are Taiwan, South Korea, India, and South America. Some countries in South America, not all. The last category that he also suggested is what he calls the peripheral countries. Example of these include Haiti, Cape Verde, and Honduras, which are characterized by a very little industrialization. So this is the last theory of global stratification. So before we go, I want you to think of this question and reflect on this question and answer this question on your own. Which theory do you think best explains the Philippine situation? So again, good day and thank you for listening.